Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moltrap here. Once again, bringing Game 3. I guess it probably won't be noticeable to you, but I just had a little bit of a break. Got distracted by... I had to go to the post office and mail something. Luckily I remembered to do so before the post office closed. I got distracted by some things like eating, and also I got a call from the place that I just did my second interview from. And, well, long story short, I might have to only work at one job, because I have one job that I just got, but they're not giving me enough hours, and so I'm like, oh sweet, I'll get the second job, and I'll be able to get some hours from them, and then I'll be able to have 2 part-time jobs, and I'll be able to live, because I like living. And so now it seems like, oh well, since they're doing the same thing, the corporate, they don't want me to work at the same job, so I'm going to have to quit one or not take the other. So that really sucks. Anyway, so that's why I don't know why I'm bothering to explain so much why I took so long in between games, because it won't even be noticeable for you guys. Anyway, this is, excuse me, Peace versus Really. Peace is the Zerg player at the right side of the map, representing MBCgame, and Really is the Terran player at the left side of the map, representing eSTRO. And we could be on the verge of an upset right here, watching eSTRO, one of the lower ranked teams, up until recently, they're usually the last place team, just in front of Ace, of course. And now they're doing not as quite as bad this season, but you know, they just don't have any real stars to carry them to really get them the wins that they need to win a lot of matches. So, but they're doing better this season, but they're still kind of in the back of the pack. Whereas MBCgame is running in second place, definitely, you know, one of the teams to beat. And so we could be seeing a little bit of an exciting upset here from eSTRO. Sea.Really has been playing well lately, so I do have to give him an advantage actually in this situation, since Peace is kind of an up-and-coming player, hasn't really played a lot of games yet, televised games, so it's hard to tell exactly, you know, what his skills are like. But yeah, Really has a lot of experience. Well, not a lot, but he has some experience. But yeah, he's generally been excuse me, sorry about that. Really has generally been, you know, one of those players that he's okay, but he hasn't really done too much. You know, he's been hovering around 50%, a little bit below 50% win rate, actually. So he's not that great of a player in the long run, but he has been a solid player for eSTRO. But lately, like I said, lately he's been getting some wins on the board, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Yeah, anyway, he has been getting some wins on the board, so, you know, probably, you know, he's in good shape is my point. He's in good shape. Even though he's usually a mediocre-ish player as far as wins go, you know, he's in good shape right now. So we'll see what happens. He's going just one racks in the command center here, sending a Marine around to guard that mineral patch to make sure a drone can't come and, like, mine it out for some lings to run around behind his base or something like that, which can be a very bad thing to have happen. You get lings running behind there, and then you can get a surround on your first group of Marines or your first bunker. Have the Zerglings going from 2 sides to get a surround. It can be very, very damaging. We just have Peace doing a pretty normal 3-hatch build as well. Building his 3rd hatchery in his base, which is a smart move. Sometimes the Zerg players will try and steal that 3rd gas, steal that 3rd base with their 3rd hatchery. It's very, very dangerous. It makes a very, very big target for the Terran player when they move out with their first group of medic Marines. Usually when they're doing their little timing thing before the spire pops, they move out with a group of medic Marines, and if they can go for that 3rd base instead of the natural expansion, it's usually much more undefended, and it can lead to disaster for the Zerg player. So he's just going to play it safe. Looks like probably going to go for a 3-hatch muta build just in his base, so pretty normal game here. Getting a 2nd gas over there now as well, so we can start raking in the gas so we can have enough gas for the mutas when they pop, or when the spire pops. He can build several mutalisks there. Sorry about that. It's freaking cold. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to I'm going to do the con games one way or another. I might do them tomorrow. Con versus Stars. I really want to do those matches. but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get them out tonight. So if you're watching these games on the same day that I'm putting them out, it might be till tomorrow that might be tomorrow that I end up doing those. Again, depending on how things go with processing, if the processing goes smoothly and all that. But also, I want you guys to know, so you can look forward to, I got a couple interesting stylistic commentaries that I've got planned. Some surprises, I guess, that are going to be my holiday gifts to you, although because I've been sick and because I've been busy, I wasn't actually able to get them done before Christmas, which a lot of people celebrate, which is, sort of traditional gift-giving time or whatever. But I will be getting them done in the next couple weeks or so when I have a chance to, so keep an eye out for those. I used to do a lot more of those, where I'd have a theme or whatever, or have a little gimmick that I do a fun commentary sometimes. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I'm looking forward to doing some fun ones instead of just the normal ones all the time. But I've got a couple of very, very interesting ideas planned out that I hope you'll enjoy. Just as, since a lot of people have helped me out the last few months, I want to try and at least do something special to try and give back, that kind of thing. And here we see Really is just going up and checking to see if Peace had put down that third base. He might be checking for overlords as well, I guess. But checking that third base just to make sure if that hatchery was there, he could go in and kill it off. Hatchery is not there, though. And I'm surprised we don't see any kind of counterattack with Lings from Peace. That would be a pretty traditional thing to do when these Medic Marines move out, is put pressure on the Terran base and try and run some Lings by in sort of a counterattack. It looks like Peace doesn't actually have that many Lings in the field, so a little bit of a... Unless some have died, I think he has less Lings than you could expect out of a normal 3-hatch build. Usually you have about a dozen Lings running around that you can use for that kind of thing. He may have made less, in which case he may have an extra drone or two, which could be pretty good, because then he hasn't really lost as much from those sunk colonies he made. Looks like the Mutalisks are on the way. They're going to be arriving at the base. The turrets are going to get up just in time, but they've got a group of Medic Marines in the way, and he stims them for no reason. It's a little bit of a waste of medic energy. He's only got a couple medics there. He doesn't have a ton of forces back at his home base either. So Peace, I'm not sure what Peace is doing here. Peace needs to be going and harassing right now. Okay, I guess he was maybe waiting for 11 mutas. But in that time, Really has gotten more turrets up. He's gotten those Marines up, and he actually has mined out that back location now. That back location is mined out, so he's going to be able to run some Lings around from behind and possibly attack those turrets. Single Mutalisk, very, very bad micro actually by, Peace, by running the Mutalisk through the turret fire, and now, Peace horribly mismicroing his Mutalisk there against those Marines, not getting attacks off. What is he doing? Oh man, Peace showing himself to be a bit of an amateur in this kind of a scene. He does run his remaining like 6 or 7 Mutalisks